Let's have some fun. And yes, we're late. Wait for the date. Guess what? Why do women make men wait for the date? I guess I made you wait. Sorry for that. But what do? We load all these people. Can you imagine in 12 weeks what do I have? I've got 32,000 followers so far. I got about 50 million people to invite to this as well. But you know what I started? I started TikTok 12 weeks ago. Wow, wow, wow. I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of credit. You know what that means? $60 billion of credit for my clients and myself over the years. Now, for about 32 years, I was the second largest advertiser in California. So I write checks for millions and billions for one reason, because radio and TV. I had the number infomercial, #1 in the world, by the way. And I had the original one. I'm the original coach for 50 years. So, all right, if I'm late a little bit, hey, it's okay. I'm worth the wait. You know why? I'm online 6 days a week. Free. Isn't that fun? Monday through Friday, twice a day, 3:15 in the morning, in the afternoon too. Get out that tab and a pen. Let's play. Let's understand. I'm going to show you how to create a $1 million corporation or an entity, whatever you want to call it. But you got to pay attention, all right? Because I'm sorry to say, a lot of you kind of messed up. You jacked up the wrong card. You got stuck. Let's get you unstuck. Let's also give you a bunch of bonuses and freebies. Is that okay if we do that today? Tab and a pen, ready to go. What do you got to do? Put your personal credit cards in front of you. We're going to have sticky time. Sticky time. See, the problem is you don't understand how it works, most of you, and that's why it works. I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough at TRW years ago in the 70s and 80s. It was my idea of the oldest card in the fluctuation rule. Every card fluctuates, but two. We're going to talk about that as well, just for you. And guess what? I rhyme all the time, too. I wish I didn't, but it ended up coming that way. It's just how God made me. So we're going to look at God, family, money, God, family, money. The bottom line is very simple. I created my first $1 million in the bank at 15 and a half years old. You can verify me. I'm the most verified person on the planet. Look at Secretary of State of California. I started helping hand industries when I was 9 and a half, having fun. You see, when I created this system here called Winning the Game of Business, I published it in 1976. Driving a Lamborghini with $1 million in the bank. I was 16. I never get to high school. That'd be wasting my time. All right? Because guess what? I tested that at T-Week to junior high. All these goes college. No problem. It's fun. See, I like making money. But I realized God, family, and money. My wife and I became one when we got married 20 years ago. So we got to focus on what is most important. God is first, family, and then money. See, the money gets you the honey. The reality is, what does it mean? The building, the car, the goodies, protect the assets. Most of you today have a problem. What is your problem? Simple. You're creating what's called basically what? Leaving a legacy? No. You're leaving probate to your family. Now, it happened to you as well. Probate. You know, I studied Rich and Famous since I was a little boy. I didn't like being used and abused as a kid. I wanted out of hell. That was just me. Reading about 15 books a week in law and accounting. When I heard a corporation is a legal person, it kind of lit up in my head. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Torrance Library. Okay. Torrance Police Department. What does it mean? Today, I want you to understand some things. Okay. You have a choice to listen and learn, and I pray to God you spend the time with me. I want you to do a couple of things right now. Okay. They're going to show you something on the screen. All right. Let's put that on the screen. It's called Foundation Builds the Dreams. Foundation builds structure and dreams. Let's write it down. Foundation builds structure and dreams. See, the bottom line is going to be up to you. If you have no foundation, it's going to fall apart. So if I have foundation and structure, I can build dreams and finance. See, you got to quit using the wrong money. Most of you use your own personal credit. It's kind of wrong. Well, what do? Let's write this down. Let's say you have an LLC. Well, that's a limited liability company, but Supreme Court says it's a corporation. There are 9 types. What kind do you have? Maybe you have an LLP. Let's do that. Maybe you have a C Corp. You have an S Corp. Maybe you have a PC, Professional Corp. Maybe you have a nonprofit. Here are the categories that the Supreme Court said is a legal person. So if I build finance and I build the dream, a structure, that's what we got to do. Problem you have with you is, what do? You use your credit. Use your credit to start a business. I can give that to you. But why wouldn't you use corporate credit? I don't understand. You can't write off personal credit cards. There's 62 million right here. Would you like to play yet? I'm the #1 consultant worldwide. I'm the largest registered agent in the world. I've sold 10 times corporations than anybody on this planet. You got to get to know me. I get to know you. We're going to use credit to help build you, not trade line crap. Trade lines are fraud. If you allow me, I'll add you to one of my cards. your corporation division process. I'll ask for separate billing because I don't want you as an authorized user. Got it? But the reality is you got to put pieces together. You're great. You're fantastic. What does that mean? You got some pieces, but you're missing some pieces. What do we connect the dots? What if today you could pay attention 110% and you could realize one thing? Okay, here's a corporation or LLC, whatever you got. If you have 3 properties and one gets sued, they're going to sue you. Congratulations. What you have to focus on is very simple. The Supreme Court said that an LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, PC, nonprofit PC is a legal person. A legal what? Person. What I did in 1985 is simple. In 1985, I created a division process. Your banks were over here. Let's say Bank of America, B of A, Chase, or whatever. Banks last year bankrupt 22,000 locations. They have branch numbers. Each branch number has a number to it. What did I say? Branch number. What does that mean? They're creating a line of defense. A line of defense. That's what you should do as well. So as you have the corporate umbrella. The next thing you got to think about is the IRS. They're in charge. The IRS is in charge. They're not the enemy. They're just the people that lie, cheat. They just want to take all your money away from you anyway. What's the same difference, okay? Okay, so let's do this. If this is the IRS over here, okay? IRS, the bullies work for, no problem. And the banks use tax balancing under their umbrella. Why aren't you? You see, way over here, we got to figure out a couple things for you. Number one, you have an SS5 form. Most of you don't even know what the hell it is. There's your problem. You don't realize there's an SS5 form that the IRS has in their file cabinet for you. That's right, for you. Now, what's the difference? Well, it depends if you did it yourself or mommy did it for you. You see, what happened when basically Roosevelt had the Gold Act, and we had to do it in 14 to 16. When Nixon took the gold standard out in 71, in August, this became what? Federal Reserve notes. It's not even money anymore. So that means you or mommy made a promise. You signed the form or mommy did. What does that mean? You agreed not to laminate your SSN, not to use for any purpose and carry with you. That's why on TikTok you'll see, well, you can put it in this little pouch. You can't laminate it because you're not allowed to. It's not even yours. You see, it's a property of social administration, not you. If you understand SS5, you're going to reach this as equal SSN. SSN. See, the problem you have today is you're not doing tax balancing. What you're doing is you're paying tax for everything you get. You pay more tax because you don't know any better. So this is simple. The SS5 equals an SSN and a 1040 tax return. By the way, you only get one of them. You have one chance to screw up and one chance to bring the pain home. But that's on you. If we play the game to win, the ultimate goal is very simple. What paycheck do you need? Let's think today. If you can figure out your paycheck you need, it could be $64, $20, or $10,000. Not what you want, what you need, okay? If you were to do tax balancing today, you'd be doing the same thing the banks and grocery stores over here did. Because that's what I modeled it after in the first place. So here we have IRS. Again, this IRS view. And this is you trying to do tax balancing. The bottom line is if you can figure this out. Here's you, fantastic. And then here's your spouse, your husband or wife, it's another you. You became one under God's eyes, that's good. You're one. Problem you did is you allowed yourself to basically be a duck and a sheep. You bought a house together, that makes no sense. You bought a car together too. You see, the problem, you get liability to yourself and your family. So let's do this, let's write down division of me. Please write down division of me. Please write down division of me. Division of me. You had a chance to create 3 divisions of yourself, by the way, and that's the ultimate goal if you want to play, but you have to play to win. The problem today is something goes wrong, you're a duck and a sheep. When you buy your house, it should be escrow, closed, homestead, trust. Unfortunately, you have some circus clowns out there say don't buy a house, which makes no sense when he has 2 houses at $50 million each, and he's a double talker. He's the top clown out there, in my opinion. I don't like circus clowns. I like the truth and the facts and the rules and tools. But for me, I built $60 billion of credit for the last 50 years for my clients and myself. I've been corporate president of the United States of America, United States. This is my first system I put out there. I did this for one reason. I was trying to show people what I did for myself, having a Lamborghini at 15 and a half years old, driving North Coast College with $1 million in the bank. 1976. Check it out. You see, your problem is you because your lack of knowledge is why you bring the pain home. I don't bring the pain home. The card collection only had 21 cards in the card collection because I'm having fun. If you want to play, listen, and learn. If you don't, go away. It's simple. See, it's like when I wrote the book, File Segregation with Ken Yarborough. I wrote the rules and tools. So I didn't like the book when we got done with it. Then I helped set up what? T or W, Spirit and TransUnion Equifax. Had nothing to do with Equifax, nothing to do with TransUnion. They just kept copying my goodies. T or W become what? The report's wrong. Thomas Raymond Woolridge, Experian, right? Experian reports. In 96, what did we do? Every credit card you have in your personal wallet today has a sticky because I said so, because you don't understand how to play. If you don't put your sticky there, there's your problem. I created the oldest card for history and the 29% rule. If I take these cards past 29%, I'm in the yellow, I'm in the red. My credit's on fire. And what do I do next? Because you jacked up the wrong card, you brought the pain home and you dropped your score, can't get any more. There's your problem. These cards don't fluctuate. Why did you jack up the wrong damn card? Look in the mirror. It's up to you. Listen and learn. You jacked up the wrong card, you dropped your score, got stuck, can't get any more. That's on you. The reality is if you want to learn to play, you're going to do it my way because you've already tried your way. You're 75 to 20. Look at your life so far. You're stuck in that routine. The same routine most of it's stuck in most of your life. Again and again, the same thing. Why don't we do tax balancing? Why don't we buy the house, escrow, close, homestead, trust, and don't ever buy a joint? Can you imagine great people like you? Husband and wife, you bought a house, goody, together, fantastic. No. Lose the house, they report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. Now you have crappy credit and an IRS problem. It is a married person selling separate property. Only one person is a duck and a sheep. Then it's escrow, close, homestead, trust. Write down homestead, trust. You're all going to be controlling the trust anyway. But if you buy a house jointly, it's called dumb. Now, I want you to have a house payment because what happens for you, reality is you don't have one, you pay more tax. Your paycheck is taxed the day you get your check. You got the leftover. All right, what do you get now? Everything you touch is tax, 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 and probe till you're gone. So we have the ability to have rules and tools if you want to play. But again, I built, about 39 billion billionaire clients so far. Would you like to join? That's 39 million millionaire clients and 39 billionaires. Would you like to play yet? See, I'm going to show you exactly what you can do. And if you listen and learn, you get part of the process. Structure builds dreams in finance. It's that simple. If you understand how to play. But yes, you have an LLC. Fantastic for you. You got an LLC. Oh, goody. It's online, Secretary of State's website. When they sue it, they sue you. If someone tells it's not true, that's not true to you. Understand something. The only one who can answer for that LLC is you. C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit PC. You're the duck and sheep. You're on Secretary of State's website. If you don't create a division process, you're going to be a duck and sheep your whole life. And when they sue the corp, they sue you. That's why they want you to have 5 corporations. Oh, this one, blah, blah, blah. Well, the reality is in California, you'd pay $1,000 up to $1,000 franchise tax fee. That's a little ridiculous, don't you think? All right, in 84, it would cost me $1.2 million. Take a picture of this, please. Here's your future. Here's your future. If you want to play, do you want to win? Come on, you're 45 to 75 years old or maybe below that. What have you done so far? You keep the same damn rerun again and again and again. Quit the rerun. Get off your assets and go get it. It's that simple. You got a choice today. If you're going to roll the dice, it's a division. Right now, you're rolling the dice as your family. Stop it. Makes no sense. Again, house, payment. What do? Don't listen to a bunch of ducks and sheep out there, silly clowns. It's simple. The house payment for 24 years is interest only. That house payment and the property tax get you your money back on your tax return. Your paycheck should be exactly what your write-off base is. You should break even. It's called tax balancing if you want to play. But we're going to play my way because I don't like your way. We're going to master an SS4 form. Write it down. Here, 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 and here. You see, we have a problem. It's called BK, bankruptcy. Automatic stay, Federal Protection Act. What do? The only thing to file bankruptcy is an SS4 or an SSN. Who wants to be the duck? You? Who wants to be the sheep? You? Or you want to be the entity of the corporation structure? Your choice is simple. I created something I call auto income since 1987. I had a problem. I have 16 escrows closed in a day. I got to the point of $1 million a day, by the way. It's kind of fun. It's a game to me. Always has been. Take your picture of this. This is your future. It's simple. It's auto income. If you play my way, I'll guarantee you're going to get some auto income. Now, it might vary if you want $3,000 to $100,000 a month, because what you put into is what you get out of it. The bottom line is that you're going to listen and learn. That's up to you as well. We get to play the game to win. That's the ultimate goal. So if I'm going to build a corporation or LLC, I'm going to take about $60 million of credit play with it. Not a trade line, because that's fraud. Trade lines are fraud. When I have too much money, I'm going to have my race cars, my motorcycles, and my yachts, and my race boats too, because I'm allowed to. So are you, if you want to play. But it's up to you again. How do you play and win? Well, that's what I created the division process for, is to play and win the game. So if we play today, what are we going to do? Let's do this. Let's drive this a little while. Let's have a management company create 9 divisions, okay? 9 divisions. Let's write down vision process. Write down division process, and that's what your goal should be. See, the problem you have today is your lack of knowledge. Is sorry, it's called our dumbness. I can't say that word because I'm not allowed to. So what do? We're getting older, slower, not as pretty as it used to be. None of us are. There's 6, there's 7, there's 8, there's 9. See, our problem we have today is your structure sucks. It's on the Secretary of State's website. It's right there, and they sue it. They sue you. But again, there's a reason I did 2 corps for Ronald Reagan, or Clinton, or even Trump. But again, what do? We get to play my way. But your way's your way. Okay, no problem. Let's put a management company together. Have a management. Let's create a line of defense. When Nancy Reagan took Teach Our Children, my program, my division, under my nonprofit, made it the DARE program, that was nice of her, because it wasn't making as much to help from DARE. But again, it's what we do. I told you to take a picture of that. Did you do it? Or did you sit there going, that's about it? So we'll put it on the screen one more time for you. You can learn to play the game if you want to win, but do you want to win or lose? It's up to you. That is very simple. That is auto income. A division for Bitcoin, a division for gold, a division for silver, stock trading, auto income. Did you realize that a corporation managing entities can fluctuate money 47%? 47% fluctuate up and down. You gain, you write off. You lose, you get right off. Either way, you would to win. That's what rich and famous people do every day. I don't know what's wrong with you. All I know is to pay tax, buy a Lamborghini or Ferrari. How about buy a spaceship? That's what they did. Would I buy a spaceship? Well, they did not. So if we look at financial freedom, what I put in my book 40 some odd years ago, and in my book in 1976, it's very simple. I put cash flow free up your time. I had to go after that guy too. Every time Tony Baloney uses blueprint for success, we have to go after him as well. I own rights of all these things that I create since the beginning of time, it seems to be. If you play, you get to win. It's up to you. All right, it's very simple. Hello, Ray, John, Badada here today. My day off. Fantastic. Let's have some fun. I was watching and learning. Remember, I told you about my car situation. I had to get a new one, 2-year-old Toyota, 55,000 miles, reliable back to work. Well, yeah, that was about a week and a half ago. You said that. It's no problem. But remember, the car should be registered to a division. Here's the problem. What we do today is we have to protect our family. I'm going to say God. I'm going to say family. My wife and I became one 20 years ago. And then money. I've been in 2 comas so far. My last one, I got to die and come back after they sold my $3.7 billion. Had to build it again. I have no excuses. By the way, neither do you. So what do you do? The car, as you brought up, very simple. Here's the car. Okay, what do we have? We have a problem today. The problem on a car is you're the registered owner. What do? There's a problem with that. You see, we have these, I'm sorry, when I was a kid, they called them ambulance chasers. I just call them bloodsuckers. You have them on the freeway, all over the billboards, and they're going to sue everywhere they want to. I'm number one. I'm number one. Well, the problem you have in the car, like I said to him before, and you do tonight, is there's a registered owner. This is going to be contracts. Write it down. These are the 3 divisions of me under the corporate structure. What do? This is going to be supply equals cash. Write down cash. This is going to be cash credit cards. You have the ability to understand, since 1987, I created the original dashboard that allows tax ID to build credit reports. All right, you might want to listen and learn how to play the game my way, because your way, sorry, I think it sucks. This is my opinion. So again, the car registration of the car should always be a division of a corporation. Because when they sue the division, they sue the registered owner, it's not you anymore. If you want to be you all you want. I said to John D. Rockefeller, he's my hero, in 1934, or irrevocable trust. I don't own anything, but I control millions and billions, but it's not my money. I am broke. I have nothing in my name because I'm not dumb enough to put it in my name. I don't want to lose my goodies. I don't have goodies. I control the goodies. There's a big difference. It's not that little gold book out there, blah, blah, blah. There's 1,000 steps to do it in the first place. You better learn, listen, learn, but it's up to you. We play the game to win. Now, the next thing we're going to show you is basically the big building, the $64 million at the time. No problem at all. And from there, we got the Lamborghinis. They're not my cars. But I got the key. Is that okay? So you're probably listening to TikTok and Google and all these other things. That's fantastic. I've been on TikTok now 12 weeks doing having fun. Okay, what do we do? 12 weeks after 30 some odd thousand followers. I want to get to 50 and 100 million. The car. I watched these 4 people on TikTok going, you can only write off so much in the car. Or here's the Circus Clan grant going blah, blah, blah. I don't care about the write-off. I care who they're going to sue is registered owner being you. I care about liability. If they sue the registered owner and you're a duck and a sheep. Then they sue your spouse too. Then you brought the pain home and you have to go through that process again and again. Every one of you had a problem with your friends and family member ripping you off. Some of you have been sued and screwed up as well. They ripped you off too. So if you don't understand how to structure, you got a problem. When they bring the pain home, it's you and your spouse unless you have an agreement. It's called a marriage agreement. You can separate liability if you want to. I have one, always have. So this is live. We get to play live. Okay. I like goodies. You like goodies? See, in the beginning, take pictures of what I ask you to because it matters the most for me and you. We play. Well, there's me, 1981. Okay. See, white men do jump. Just do what people say we don't. That's only 13 feet, 2 feet up in the air. It's kicking the light out. Simple to do. And I like goodies. You like goodies yet? Simple. How about helicopters, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and yachts? Why not? You see, I got the original Lamborghinis out there all going, blah, 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 blah. Only had 21 cars in the car collection, and I like mansions. You like mansions? See, I don't like to be homeless and leaving out a trash can, so I want to get more. I was pissed off as a little boy. All right, my mom and dad didn't want me. When I get to Mrs. Hope, they sheet up from hell. I want to get past go. That's what I did. You can do the same thing if you want to, but it's up to you. Born in a taxi. Nobody give a crap. What do we do? Fight through the pain. See, at the end of the day, I don't think anybody cares. I think this world is selfish and basically all me. I've dedicated my life for 50 years, 6 days a week to help people. And there's always some turd giving me crap every day anyway. What the hell? Because that turd doesn't deserve anything, and that's the way it works. But I've been in 2 comas. I've been shot 3 times and knifed 6 times. What have you done? All right, don't be a whiny baby. Get through the pain. Fight through it. Get to hell. Simple. All right, being a Christian's way of life, not a moment at a time. First come, I use my face as to break down Delaney's rate of 42 miles an hour. Till I was crippled for life, Jesus made me walk. Simple, what do we do? Next coma, I got to go in a coma. I get to die and come back. They sold my $3.7 billion. It kind of pissed me off too. But the goal is very simple. I like goodies. Like goodies yet? You could play my way if you wanted to. But again, as long as I'm moving forward, giving thanks to the Father in heaven for everything I do, in Jesus' name, amen. What do we play? We play the game to win. God gave us the ability to listen and learn. He put you here today, too, with me and you. Let's connect the dots. Let's play my way. One of my websites is called Jesus Is Not a Drive-Thru. A lot of people act like he is. I want you to say, always good, always good, always good. Say it now. Always good. Fight for what you want. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, some of you are a bunch of wimps. Get your assets knocked down. Get up again. You're not fighting here. That's the problem. You got to fight for what you want. You let your friend, your family member rip you off. That kind of sucks. You brought the pain home. No, not my way. I will disconnect, isolate a division, throw that sucker away. That's like the banks and grocery stores do. I can do the same thing they do, so can you. But you got to turn these suckers up and learn and listen. But it's up to you. I just like to play. But God gave me a brain, with an IQ off the chart with total recall and those things. And I brought both hands to talk at the same time too. What do? It's God, family, and money. That's how it's always been. God, family, money. We play. Chapter 18. Focus. Come on, look at it. Here's Supreme Court. And this is what I found out when I was 7.5 years old, listening to a poker game with Mrs. Hopehouse. She's telling the word she's protecting the kid. She's used and abused the hell out of me. Nobody give a damn. What do? The LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit PC is illegal. What? It's right there. It's right there. Supreme Court deemed this to be true. If you go to the original books, it says an LLC is a limited liability corporation, not a company. It's the same damn thing anyway. Everybody wants to argue the point. Let's get 5 of these. There's 5 of these. The reality is that's being a circus clown. You don't need 5 of anything right now. You need your foundation. Pick one. LLC, good. There's 9 types. How many you got? Which kind you got? LLP, C Corp, S Corp, PC, nonprofit. You got 6 kind of categories that can create a management company, manage divisions. It's simple. I created a division process in 1984. I had a problem in 84. What's my problem? Simple. I own Shakey's Pizzas, a bunch of those, Subways, 31 flavors, shopping centers, and condos. And I'm the king of satellite television, manufacture, distribution, and worldwide, making money. I got this letter in the mail, Sacramento, California. You have to pay a franchise tax fee per corporation. What? See, the franchise tax fee in California today is $800 to $1,000. You got 5 LLCs, spend $5,000 a year for a piece of paper. What did you do, most of you? You paid an attorney or CPA to get a corporation. You know, a dilly squat. And the link tree, they're free. Get one today, profit or non-profit, they're free for you. Is that okay? Free. I like to give you all kinds of free goodies. Is that okay? So the reality is very simple as we play the game to win. If you have a management company, and I have my 3 houses, let's do this. Let's put 3 houses under divisions. What does that do? It separates liability. You don't know if that tenant's going to pay or not. So what do you have to do? Separate the piece. One sues you, they sue everything you got. Now they sue your spouse too. If you have your Shakey's Pizzas, that was fun. Your Subways are fun. All right, from there I had 31 flavors. That's good too. What do we have? Our shopping centers. Okay, no problem. Let's play. This became a management company. Do you understand? My storage units, my Wendy's restaurants, my Jack in the Box. Hell, I bought my first Jack in the Box when I was 19. Why didn't you? What's wrong with you? These don't know how to work? You know how to work? All right, understand. Wendy's or Jack in the Box are run by a management company. You do a darn thing. All you do is invest. You own a piece. You own a piece. You own a piece. But your problem is you're not creating out of income. You basically want to be an entrepreneur. Good luck with that. Okay, 97% fail. Why? Because they don't have the structure for the finance and the dream. That's how it works. It's going to be up to you. It may sue or be sued. It's right there. It's right there, right there. If you focus, you do what I did when I was 7.5. I went to the Torrance Police Department. Next door is the library. Man, what does this mean? I asked a basic question. What does a corporation and legal person mean? She walked away. She was rude. 5 minutes, here's a microphone. It's a book. I read the book. I would read about 15 books a week. I wanted out of hell. I studied law in the county since I could walk. I knew one thing, being used and abused, no parents, no mommy and daddy. I wanted out of hell. But again, there's what you get to do. Very simple. Not required to file a petition's business name. Think about that today. It was wrong when I read it when I was 9.5. Here's your problem. I got an LLC, right? Oh, goody for you. When they sue it, they sue you. Congratulations. I got an LLP. I got a C Corp. I got non-profit, PC. I don't care what you got as long as you got it. You signed for the car. You signed the lease of the building. Hell, you signed for the credit card. You got 12 people on social media saying you can bankrupt and file another one. No goody for you. Well, if you bankrupt it, you sign those pieces, they're going to come get you. I think that's RICO or racketeering, by the way, but check it out with your attorney. I'm not here to be seeping attorney. But you know what happens when you bankrupt that corp? They go after the car, you sign it, the building, and the credit card. I have a division for me, and that division here is Ray Reynolds. My name is Ray Reynolds. When I came out of coma in 2009, there were 14 people online pretending to be me. It took Robert to sue every one of them to get offline because they were taking people's money and screwing them over. That's an SS4. I signed the lease of this building and the one next door. What did you sign? See, your problem is like here, over here, husband and wife. I don't want you to buy a house joint, ever, ever, ever. Because it should be escrow, closed, homestead, trust, married person, separate property, married person, selling separate property, escrow, closed, homestead, trust. What happens now? You're part of the trust. Both of you control the magic and the car and the house and the goodies. But here's the problem. You get a paycheck, it's taxed. Then everything you touch is taxed again and again. It's like the car. If you lose the car, what do? 1099-C. There you go. Both of you got screwed up credit and an IRS problem too. You might want to think about planning the problem. Because every time you don't, you get your assets kicked. But it's up to you. The Supreme Court. You ever heard of the U.S. Supreme Court? I like them. It makes sense to me. I read all the books I can, 15 books a week. Ever since I was a little boy, I want to play my way. How the bank do it, how the grocery store do it, how rich and famous people do it. Well, they said those are legal people. Right there, legal people, okay. When I created division process in 85, 86, that allows your division to have Bitcoin. Silver liability. How about cyber or crypto? How about stock trading? How about gold, silver? How about we get auto income? How about you do what I ask you to do for the next 12 months and create $5 million company? But again, it might vary based on what you put into it. See, some people want a magic wand. My magic wand's broken and bent. In other words, I don't have BS meter. I just tell you the truth. Get off your assets and create $100,000 a month. You could if you want to. But again, varies between what you put into it. All right, I want to make sure you have to understand because you can actually play the game to win if you wanted to. Now, the greatest gift you have is this. Understand. A division managed company, like banks and grocery stores and cities do, they can manage pieces. Understand what this means. If I have 9 divisions, each division has a credit card for $100,000. Simple. I don't have to make it up. I just show you the American Express cards. These are paid over time limit for $100,000 right here. These are my wife's cards because there's always some charge. You really got the cards, Ray? You just want to just, My wife's cards are paid over time limit, $100,000, unlimited to $1 million. If I get one of the cards here, I can ask for 9 more. There's $1 million. If I get the gold card, same thing, 9 more. You see, your reality is you don't understand how to play. And don't worry, American Express will offer you 99 more cards anyway. See, the problem is you. I will verify what I say and what I can do and show you how to do it too. But if you don't follow through, guess what? Look in the mirror and blame yourself. There's $1 million of credit. 9 locations. How about we get 9 lines of credit in 9 locations? If we do this correctly, this is 18. See, divisions don't lie, numbers never lie, only people lie. People lie all the time. The circus clowns lie out there every day. I mean, you got to realize Ryan is so full of crap. He's the lousiest coach out there. We're going to take a $10,000 card and put it to your kid. $100. This guy is so dumb. He doesn't realize there's checkpoints and hot alert for the credit bureaus. And those family people can jack up their card, drop it, and screw up the kid's credit for life. This called dumb. And on top of that, the kid's card is older than he is. I've never seen someone that's dumb. I had to get used to TikTok and social media because I don't understand why they allow circus clowns out there every day, but they do. But you can play my way if you want to, but it's up to you too. As we play the game, what do? Divisions always offset taxes. Do you realize today that you waste money every day? $50 every other day. What do? It's $700 a month. If you today could literally focus and watch. When you lose, you offset the taxes. When you gain, you offset taxes with debt, offsets taxes. Pay tax to buy a Lamborghini or Ferrari. Pay tax to buy a spaceship. See, you got to realize how to play the game to win. But it's up to you again and again. Example, real story. My ex-father-in-law, Dr. Robert Soltis, LA School Board. At the time, I was basically doing radio shows and TV shows with George Putnam and David Horowitz. David lied, so I got him fired. I don't like when he lied, but that's okay too. What do? Ex-father-in-law, Dr. Robert Soltis, LA School Board. What happens? He pays off his house because Dave Ramsey told him to. He listened to some other circus clown. Dave Ramsey is a liar, in my opinion. He finances everything, but he lies about that too. But again, you follow people who lie every day. So what do? He pays off his house. Now he's paying $60,000 in taxes. taxes because your house payment offsets your tax on your paycheck. Got it so far? Because he's the LA school board. It's very simple. And he says, Ray, what would I do? Put a loan on your damn house. He did that. I asked him to put in my opinion. That's what he asked for. I said, put money on your house. Put a loan on it. See, if I take the money and put a loan on my house, borrow money's not taxable. He's got the money in his pocket now, right? So not only did we offset the tax return on the paycheck, but then he invested in one of my storage unit projects, one of my units. Isn't that fun? Basically, what did we do? His cut was $17,450, Mine's the same thing. I like auto income. So what happens is you recycle money. Let's understand what this means. No taxes due on that house payment at all because the house payment offset the taxes. If you listen to Dave Ramsey's and these dumb people saying pay off your house, that's called dumb. You'll just pay more in your tax return. That's simple. Oh, you got an LLC? You're not going to get a paycheck? You can pull the draw. The draw is still taxable. House payment is the only thing you can offset your damn paycheck with, period, no matter what you call it. There you go. Pay it off, dumb. If you refinance, borrow money, it's not taxable. Invest the money, invest the money. Recycle the money, eat the honey. That's how you get to million to billionaire, by the way, if you don't know that. So it's like today, we're having a contest. You want to see if the women win or the men? Who wants to win? Is it women against men? I don't know. Let's find out. So today, you got David, okay? All right, you got Lawrence, you got Kelly. They're having a contest today. It's very simple to do. I guess Kelly went home, so they took her name off. Okay, so it's only two guys, guy against guy. Okay, who's going to win the contest? Simple. All right, why? Because we had one who took their birthday off, and I never got my birthday off, but that's okay. I guess I did that because he's a whiny baby, in my opinion. Wow, wow, wow. Now, recycle the money and credit. Ultimate. The ultimate tax hack. I don't like the word hack, but it's okay. What do you think? Monday, the 16th. How about you and I spend the whole day together? If you got the guts. Call in sick, or at least ask for the day off or vacation or something. Don't lie about it. Just, you're not available to go work. What if to Saturday, or excuse me, Monday is what it is. It's President's Day. We play the game. Monday, February 16th, for $1,000, you're going to play with me all day. All day. Let's see if David or Lawrence will win the contest today. Okay, it's 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, by doing this on live now with me, you're getting all the 18 books and CDs for free. If you don't do it now, you don't get them for free. That's how it works. So what do? You can actually use the link tree, and no problem as well. The link tree below, you can do that too. I'd rather have you call the guys and see who wins first. So call your rep at 800-254-9506. Let's see who's going to win. It's a contest today. Let's see what happens today. But you can spend a whole day with me. Would that be okay? That means for $1,000, you get to spend the day with me, and I give you all the books and CDs for free. Now, if you don't have a corporation, let's go in for free. Share the live, share the live. Everyone click that button. Click that sucker. Da, 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 da. Click it 1,000 times. Help me help you. Your articles are free. It's in the link tree. It's very simple. Why would you spend thousands of dollars for a piece of paper that's free anyway? You didn't learn diddly squat. It's free. It's profit or nonprofit. Pick it today. You pay your state fee. That's all you got to do. Okay. Now, here's our problem. I believe your problem is your lack of knowledge. Okay. Don't take it personally, please. I'd like you to look in the mirror today. And if you do not have $1 million plus in the bank and playing the game from million to billion, then jump up and kick yourself in the ass and say you screwed up because you did. Because I do, don't you? Simple. House is never husband and wife. You want to control it to the trust. What if you lose the house? You have a 1099-C, the IRS, and you get back credit too? No. Don't plan the problem. But don't plan the problem and don't have a solution for the problem, basically. So what do? The car can't be your car. It has to be a division. The car registered to you? No. They know where you live. They bump your car. What do? They want to sue you, kind of screw you up. Sorry, don't want you to do that. Car registration division, P.O. Box, mailing address. Do you like goodies? I love goodies. I've always loved goodies. You see, when I got the Lamborghini, I was a kid, 15 and a half years old. Got it from the auction at 14 and a half. And I like the Lamborghinis, but I like the race boats, the race cars, and the yachts too. Why not? You see, you can write off almost everything you want to under the corporate structure. especially as a marketing tool on it. So we can take care of the family division process. We can make sure we don't bring the pain where? Home. If we look at the Supreme Court, do you remember them? It's not we the people, or what did they say again? They said an LLC, LLPC, Corp S Corp, nonprofit PC is a legal person, which allows us to create division process, which I did in 1985-86, which allows the banks to do the same thing grocery stores in front of you. That's what happens if you play the game. So I'd like you to share the live again and again. Let's play my way for a while. Division process. When I created Winning the Game of Business, I just wanted to show the world what I did for myself. That's all. I had to be, you're bragging. No, I'm showing you what you can do for you. You're bragging. There's always a turd giving you crap. Sorry to say, but it's true. So I created the Winning the Game of Business. I put in there financial freedom, cash flow for you for time, by the way, too. I wrote that when I was 15. I put it out there in 1976. The ugly little things on the info commercial. I had one of the original info commercials a long time ago. Wait, there's more. That was mine too. But then in 85, I had division process. And then it basically updated in 1990 again. I had to keep changing the rules and tools because the world changes. So then from there, what did we do next? I created the books for dummies, but that was already taken. So I had to use the Millionaire's Founders Kit. The blueprint of success. So here we got building wealth, financial form, stock kit, minutes, and bylaws, resolution, and goal setting. Okay, simple. Then I called it the blueprint for success. From there, more wealth and financial freedom overview, reports, credit reports. I set up one of the original dashboards in 1987 that allows tax ID to build credit reports and credit cards. Would that be okay? Where I'd all off to? From there, what do? Multiple corporations reaching the finish line in nonprofit. Today, some of you have a problem. You have a piece of property or house you fixed up, you spent $50,000, and you're lucky if the tenant pays on time, and that's not nice, but it happens to you all the time. What do? I sold the Millionaire's Founders Kit at the Bond Adventure, literally for 32 years every Wednesday night, Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays. Here's what happens if you have a piece of property today. And I would tell you have a nonprofit corporation. This is a 501c3. It's a 1023 form, nonprofit. I say have a division, take one of these properties here and put it under here. I'd say do it and call it hospice house, food and delivery and elderly care. That's about $112,000 a month. You could actually give yourself a raise today. You go work for that as well and have more people if you wanted to. See, the reality is there's always a way to restructure what you're doing today, the ultimate goal, but it's up to you too. If today you want to understand, this is in the link tree. This is the Millionaire's Founders Kit. Used to sell for $5,000 a set. In the link tree today, it's $500. If you want a copy, it's up to you as well. If you did it this way, you take your picture. So link tree is $4.99. This is your picture if you take it today. But again, I'm having a contest with the reps today too, to see who can win the contest. So what do? If you want the real estate system, what does it really do? You see, you didn't create a homestead block or UCC when Chattel Mortgage. You also didn't use this summit of mortgage. So I created that form in 89, by the way. All my forms are out there in the 80s anyway. So if we did what I want you to do, you're going to have up to what? $1 million of real estate. Actually, at one time we had 2.2 million or billion, sorry. It's simple, fun. If you want to copy that today, it's simple. It's in the link tree. If you wanted to do this way to do it, it's very simple. You do that too. You save some money. Okay, it's what you want to do. You DM us, you get some free things as well. The next thing is financial system. All I know is your IRS is in control. They're in control. They have always been in control. Why fight with them? Because they're going to lie, cheat anyway. Just understand they're a bunch of bullies. You know, I deal with the IRS. You have to. You have no choice. Your paycheck is taxed. You get the leftover. If you do tax balance, you can win the game if you want to. So I call the financial series buckets of money, tax balance, and become the bank. Again, if you needed a copy of that today, you could do that too. Very simple. So what happens is, again, if you did it for this way, not through the link tree, you get an extra discount. But I'd like you to think about something, okay? When I was 7.5 years old, finding out a corporation is a legal person, all I wanted to do is create a way to get out of hell. That was just me. I didn't like being used and abused. I read book after book after book. Luckily, God gave me an IQ off the charts and total recall on most things. And I rhyme all the time too. So today, if you wanted to help someone win the contest, whoever answers the phone fast gets a win if they do this today. Real estate system, financial series, the Millionaires Founders Kit. Today, all right, there would be your price for all three of them, 3 sets. But it's up to you again. All right, what's a full blueprint? 18 book CDs. What happens is we're closing out a warehouse. That's what their ultimate goal is. So today, if you did that, you'd call the office. So you got a choice to do $3.99 if you do it this way at the top, or the bottom you use to basically call the office now. I would say do it now before it's too late, because you're going to basically kind of blow it and do it today, now, but it's up to you. What do we get to do? Remember, we're having a contest. David and Lawrence, we're going to see who wins the contest by the end of the day. Now, I'd like you to get some free books if you want to basically, share the live. This will cost you $20 if you don't get it to now through the live with me. It's in the link tree. Simple to do. You download it. It's free to your kids and your family, for you and probably the kid in high school and college. Read it while you download it, because you need the rules and tools in it as well. If you don't get it now, it's about $20. It's up to you. It's a free download for you if you wanted to today. The next thing is we play the game to win. When I wrote basically Prove It or Remove It years ago with the credit bureaus, I wanted to counterbalance for us setting up the credit system. Then I came up with basically, all right, winning the credit game. Next, I made it a chess game, because I'm a chess master at 13. Nobody tended to want to play with me for some reason. I don't know why. I seem to always win. They don't like that. So we play the game to win. Free download. What you did with you and your family is very simple. I believe is what you did. Don't take it personally, please. I believe you brought the pain home. I believe you sat at the kitchen table with your friends and family. And what did you do? Honey, we're going to start a business with our friends and family here today. And what did you do? We're going to jack up our cards, jack up the score. Can't get any more. Hawk our house too and bring the pain home to us. It'd be kind of silly and dumb. That's what you did. You see, the reality is you didn't realize all cards fluctuate. You need a sticky. Besides, 2 cards don't fluctuate. If you did it my way today, not tomorrow, today, you'll learn how to play. I'm sorry your credit score sucks, most of you. You have lousy limits anyway. These cards fluctuate, these do not. So if you use the right card in an old blankety blank day, month, or year, you can make sure you don't bring the score down. You keep it at 715 above. Again, it's up to you. There's that SS5 form you didn't pay attention to, by the way. You should have a long time ago. See, you filled that out, or mommy did. It depends who did it. We're bonded up to $35 million apiece, by the way, our IRS government. SSN and SS4, there it is right there. Now, if you look at this correctly, it ties in the SSN to the 1040 tax return. The SS4 is universal form, says employer, entity, which is a division, or individual person. It's right there in line 1. Are you a person? Are you a person of flesh, yes or no? You're entitled to 3 of these. Should you have 3 to protect your assets no matter what happens in life, and they go up and down, up and down? It's kind of like what you want to do for you. So guess what? SS5 equals SSN and 1040, connecting your dots. The SS4 is allowed to do tax balancing. The reason they have SS4 as a universal form, they receive money no taxes due to profitable. Your SSN is taxed before you get your paycheck. You haven't learned to do tax balancing, and that's your own fault. From there, I've been teaching and preaching for 50 years. Where you been? But you can play with me if you want to. What do? NACB certifies Ray Reynolds, which is me. I created the 29% rule, period. So I want 25 to 29% on your credit cards all the time. I want them to say live, not paid off and all that crap that's on the circus clowns. But again, 29% is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. You could actually balance your score, knowing your numbers, that is, by the way. Why don't we do this? Why don't we balance our credit score today? Let's look at the cards in your personal wallet now. You see the bottom line, you have a $500 card. It's only worth $145. You jacked it up and got stuck, can't get any more. 2000's $580, 5000's $1450, 25,000's $7250. See, you don't realize I want you to have one of the 50s and one of the 7 of the 7s of the 10s. So 7 10s and a 50. See, I'd like you to have 100,000 of personal credit and have these. So guess what? They don't fluctuate. Why? I'm sorry. We always have an old bad day, week, month, or year. That gives us 71,000 of safety in case we have that time. We can always get through the process and maintain 750 score. You jacked up the wrong card. That's on you. What do? If you jacked up your cards, what do you do to bring them down? Increase the limit or pay it down. If you have to, you take supply credit from a corporation and you turn it into supply into cash. That's what I did coming out of coma. I got up to 53,000, by the way. You can reduce your debt to ratio if you want to, but it's up to you as well as we play the game. Let's look at every application now. Every application in the United States of America, I got them 18 years ago as an affiliate to put division process right there for you. It's on every application, period. Division process. So that allows us to get these for the corporation and these up to 99 for the divisions. How many would you like? You could actually create up to $1 million of credit based on how you put your act together and you follow through. But again, it might vary because you listen and learn. It's right there in front of you, huh? The Federal Trade Commission indicts basically Daniel, the credit repair cloud. See, credit repair is a fraud based on the Federal Trade Commission. They're not allowed to collect money up front and do all the work, blah, blah, blah. But if you hire them, that's okay. After they rip you off, this is what you can actually do. You're not supposed to rip off your creditors and say, I don't want to pay them. But again, you also have the Credit Repair Organization Act. What do? It's very simple to understand how to play. So let's do this today. Let's help you some more. Let's understand if you basically share the live again and again with people, let's give you winning the credit game. It's usually about $50. Let's give it to you for free if that's okay with you. If you share the live, and then you go into the link tree. If you don't share the live, forget it. It's simple. We're going to win, win, win. Help me, help you. Is that okay? We do it together? There you go. Simple to do. Share it to everybody you got in your friends and family. Get them to rebuild their credit the right way. The Fair Debt Collections Practices Act? Debt Crisis Intervention? What is all that about? Well, let's see. Credit bureaus years and years ago had consumer credit counseling on it. One of my nonprofit companies helping people as well. Been around a long time. If you pay attention, you can get past go if you want to. 50 years, 6 days a week, twice a day, Monday through Friday and Saturday. So the reality is you got chances to play if you want to, but it's up to you. All I can tell you, if you share the live, I'll give you the book for the kids. And the articles are free, and you get winning the credit game too. And all you have to do is prove that you actually DM us and help me. Help me help you. Is that okay? The bottom line, if you get stuck, it's called the office, 800-254-9506. We get to play the game. DM, prove that you actually share the live. If you don't share the live, then you have to pay that $20 or $50. It's up to you. Right? It's free right now if you share the live. So what do? What if you gave me 5 referrals and you share the live and you register yourself in the link tree as an affiliate? So you get 10% back to yourself. Would that be okay? Would you like $500 to $1,000 today? Let me know. It's up to you. You could actually help yourself and help other people too. What a concept. See, this is a mindset for me. If I can touch it, I can kick it. It's only 13 feet, by the way, after 2 feet jumped and kicked the lights. It's a see it, believe it, go get it. That's what I've said when I was 12. I want to see it, believe, and go get it. That's just me. But I have a problem. My biggest problem I had was I had my 19 houses at 17 and a half through corporate corporation, no problem. Then I went to an event. It was in the registered newspaper. The event said payphones. I said, okay, what does it cost? I'm listening and learning to payphones. Okay. $1,600 per payphone in the route. Sounds good. They say they make $300 a month as an average. Okay. I stood up in the room and I said, I'll take 10. I'll take 10. See, the problem you have with today's world is people, some of them are a pain in the tush, and the reality is they're just blah, blah, blah. Me, I'm going to give you rules and tools. By the time I went back and forth again and again, I bought 20% of the routes that people complained. By the way, that's only 6.6 million a month, 22,000 payphones. It's a numbers game. You want to play yet? I like to play to win. Is that okay if we play together and we play to win? I'll teach you how to play my way. I think your way sucks. Hard to say it's true. What if you get up to 10,000 a month, auto income up to 100,000? What if you use the foundation of winning the game of business? But again, it might vary based on what you put into it. It's up to you. We get to play. And also I have written 67 books so far too. And I got 40 more being edited today, having some more fun and playing the game to win. I write every day. See, I get up at 1:45 in the morning. After I pray to God and look in the mirror, I come back and help you at 3:15 in the morning. AM, by the way. I don't know if you're sleeping or what are you doing to you. The reality is we can play. Let's go with the American dream. Never bring the pain home. Take a picture now. It's very simple. Those are the 10 things I call auto income. When I wrote the first book on the laundromat car wash, I didn't say go work there. I said own the damn thing. That's it. Now you got clients who, you need a laundromat car wash. You need to own the thing. It's run by third-party management. I wrote the book on payphones, laundromat, printing, storage unit, all these pieces. You might want to play. That's auto income, by the way, if you want to play my way. I don't want to basically run a company. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want auto income. Don't worry, I invented that too. We play. Take your picture right now, now. It's very simple. There's your future if you want auto income. But again, it varies based on what you put into it. So I'm not going to say you're guaranteed nothing. You're guaranteed if you do what you're told to do to get the results, yes. But if you sit there going, that's about it. I want a storage unit. I want a laundromat, a car wash. I bought my Jack in the Box when I was a kid at 19, by the way. So guess what? If you got auto income, you get to play the game and win. Maybe you would like this. It's a mouse pad. It'll teach you your future. But again, it will vary based on what you put into it. All I can do is tell you the real story. Ex-father-in-law, Dr. Robert Soltis, pays off his house. Next year, he had to pay $60,000 in tax. He goes, Ray, what the hell did I do wrong? You paid off your damn house. Your house payment offsets your paycheck. You're part of the LA school board. What are you doing wrong? I said, put a loan on your house. He did it, offset his taxes. The next year, no taxes due. The borrowed money, you bought a storage unit with me. $17,350 a month. Is that okay? Through the LLC and LLP, we got to play the game and win. You want to play with me? Let me know. When you're serious, because most of you right now, it's like, woo, you have to be serious about it because I lined you up correctly. I'm online 6 days a week. I have no excuses, neither do you. There are no excuses for any of you. Division for Bitcoin, crypto, stocks trading, gold, silver, auto income. We're going to play. Either way you win, you write it off anyway, and you lose. You got to realize you can leverage money 47%. Money and credit leverage is the 47%. I tell everyone, if you're on Monday, you better be in that class. It's the only one I'm doing this whole year. We're going to spend the whole day on the 16th, the day. All right, if you're just going to line anyway, so what do? You grab all your friends and family, watch it at the same time. I won't tell if you won't tell. They're all sitting in the room listening and learning. And you share the cost for that as well. If you did it today, you get all the 18 books and CDs for free. Put it off tomorrow? Heck no. I got a contest going on with Lawrence and David today. It's $9.99 to spend the whole day with me. Is that okay? It's today. Now. Call the office. Now. Don't do it. I'm going to say you blew it. There's a link tree. All right. Call the office. So they're having a contest. What do? 800-254-9506. Spending the day with me, learning to leverage money up to 47%. Isn't it about time you learned how to play that game too? But if you don't do it, it's okay. It's the first one I did this year anyway, this way. I'm not going to do another one. Simple. If you don't do it, you blow it. It's on you. What if we took checkbook money? Oh, checkbook money. How about blueprint loan? If you took $25,000 off of a line of credit, you put it in escrow. I would say, let me line up a laundromat, car wash, or basically a dry cleaners for you. Now, again, everything will vary. It all depends on what you put into it as well. See, numbers never lie, only people lie. So if we put more, we get more. That's how it works. We exercise the numbers. So what do? 3 people plus me. We get up to $3,200 a month. We're not rich. I don't want you to be rich. Only circus clowns say, I'm rich. Only clowns say that. I don't want you to say you're rich. You don't know nothing. You control everything. There's your first auto income, up to $3,200 a month. If we took $50,000, that's 4 people plus me again. $200,000, that's a storage unit, a fourplex. What do we get? $5,600 a month, up to that. Again, it will vary. $75,000, $7,500, 5 people plus me. I've been lining these up since 1987. I want a Wendy's restaurant, Ray. Okay, 9 people plus me, there's $100,000. They want $1 million down. That's what they want. Let's build it up and away. See, I'm going to build you the credit to go get it. I'm going to build you a line of credit so you can afford to put the payment in the escrow. You're not going to have to do much besides do what I ask you to do. Sorry, I'm kind of bossy. I'm going to tell you what to do. That's okay with you. Up to 9620. Take your picture. There's your future. Your future should have been auto income a long time ago. Some of you are in your 70s, below the 20s. Again, what did you do? I'm sorry you didn't pay attention to me. You should have a long time ago. Let's get the American dream, auto income. Let's have an irrevocable trust like the Gettys did, the Fords, and my favorite, John D. Rockefeller, 1934. Let's play. By the way, controlling up to $2.2 billion in real estate was kind of fun, but it's not mine at all. I don't own anything. I'm not dumb enough to put in my name. But that was 1,013 divisions and 21 cars in the car collection. You see, they're not mine, but I got the key. Why would I put in my name? That'd be kind of dumb. They sue me. They sue the corp. They're wow, ducks and sheep. No, thank you. It's a division. I got a problem. I disconnect, isolate, incorporate, throw the sucker away. Go get another one again and again. See, what we have to do is blueprint you. Very simple today. What is a blueprint? What do we have to do is understand how to structure. How do we structure it? Very simple. I have to look at your past, present, and future. I don't know if you screwed up American Express or Chase. I need to know that. Did you file a bankruptcy? Did you seal? You have a tax problem. If you have a family, you have a husband, a wife, or kids, a dog, and a cat, and a fish. What do we do now? Corporation, what kind you got? We need 18 divisions, by the way. You got to think about everyone going to trust to protect your assets no matter what, because we're all going to pee in the other side eventually. What do we do? Well, I created the way we have the car in the division, houses, auto income as well, and bought through the trust, cash flow, free up your time. So what happens is very simple. Today, I got someone to email me some questions. So can I use credit to rebuild me to get more products of yours? Of course you can. 80% of the clients, as they build them a car, they use it for the next level, the next step, and they write it off anyway. Of course you can. Right? Can I make payments? Of course you can. My rapid rescore pushed me up to 690. What can I do? Well, you started at 490. We bought you 200 points. Okay, and that's pretty nice to understand. If I get you to 649, I can get you these cars personally and start to build you up and away. You should always do business and your personal credit simultaneously. Every one of you should be in a rapid rescore today. Why? The paralegals will rebuild you for free and analyze you for free too, as long as you're in a rapid rescore. Can my partner be in my coaching calls? Yes, but another fee. We don't coach two people at the same time. Husband and wife, okay, let me pay a little fee for the extra person. That's okay. We have a father and daughter right now, and basically they're kind of breaking the rules. We got to put them on track tomorrow as well. But again, this is how it works. So yes, you can. But again, what do? Usually that last call took an hour. It's supposed to be 30 minutes or less, like a pizza. If you want a blueprint call, okay, it's very simple. They're usually about $3,000, and they're discounted to $19.99. If, and to answer your last question, I didn't want to do it until I brought this on the screen. If you called Lawrence and David, now, 800-254-9506, now, not next week, now. That's how price today if you did it so they win their contest. The blueprint call is $9.99, but it's a now. You don't do it, then you blew it. I gave you an answer to your questions. Simple. So I answer questions that come to the emails all the time. I also answer questions come online as well, as you noticed today. And I'm online 3:15 in the morning and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. What is our goal? Take a picture. I want you to realize we just developed something today called 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, or 9 months. So here's 3, here's 6, here's 9, here's 12. Because it's not fair when someone has to pay $50,000 or $16,000 for a 12 months program. Maybe they want 9 months or 6 months or 3 months. As they get credit as well, what do? Up and away. Take your picture, talk to your specialist, and let's see who wins the contest today. Get into a 3 months coaching, maybe 6, maybe 9, or maybe 12. It's kind of up to you as well, because then you're stuck with me. Understand coaching with me, and that's how it works. Private coaching with Ray Reynolds. I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather Credit. This is an opportunity for now, up to you. Now, what do we do if you just wanted the 3 month standard? Okay, there's 100,000 of personal credit or business, blueprint call, monthly call, every 4 weeks. And it's 12 books and CDs in 3 divisions. The offer does it for 10. I give it away for 7. If it's done now, because I want them to win what? The contest today. It's up to you. You get to play the game to win. If we're going to coach for a year, up to 1 year, I'd like you to focus on about 10 escrows. Is that okay? If I focus on escrows and I give you the basically broker's list as well, you can look and I can look. We find the escrows and we want to close. Now, this gives you 100,000 of personal and business. That's the goal, should be. And what do? We get to play the game to win. The blueprint calls every 4 weeks, by the way. What happens? Very simple today. 12 months of coaching every 4 weeks on the phone with me. Again, what do we do next? 3 divisions, 18 books and CDs. All right, if you basically do this through the finance process, it's $44,000. It's expensive, but I'm the best of the best, as I believe. I can get you where you want to go. You can put $2,500 down, or you can pay in full for $16,000. Kind of up to you. But if you don't do it today, now in the link tree, guess what? You kind of blew it. It's up to you. That one that I had that fell out because of the emergency, it's gone. You waited too long, so guess what? If you didn't do it, you kind of blew it. 800-254-9506. It's a contest today. Let's see who's going to win. Now, I like accomplishing goals. I have no excuse. I don't stop doing something until I accomplish the goal. That's okay with you? It's very simple. I like to play, but I like to win. I always want to win. That's the goal. Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and mansions and goodies. You like goodies yet? I can teach you to win to play the game if you want to. And I'm going to say one thing that they always said to me as a little boy. They look down at you like you're nothing. It's like, oh, you're good? Okay, little boy. Always good. Ready to kick ass heads. Thank you, Jesus. They always back away, leave me alone. They all knew I was being used and abused. They didn't give a damn. That's how it works. Simple. Analytical 750. I'd like you to check it out today. I don't want you to do it Credit Karma. You were indicted 6 times. They have no phone number to help you. They don't have a Spearing.com, which you need. But again, when you look at LifeLock, they were indicted 6 times too. A lot of times $100 million. So do yourself a favor. Analytical carries a $5 million bond. They're going to help you every 46 days and tell you what's next. If you're in an analyzation today, or your credit rebuilding or rapid rescore, all those other things would be free. You could rebuild yourself and have coaching all the time to the process of them helping you, getting that score to 750 more. But it's up to you as well. They're going to call you every 46 days. What's going to happen? They're going to help you either Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, Transfer, and Equifax. Isn't that fun? Corporate credit reports too. They have an app coming out this year, so we could play the game to win. All I know for me is I like helping people. I like making a difference because what happens with most of you, sorry, you listen to a bunch of circus clowns out there online. This is my 12th week on TikTok and social media, usually writing checks for radio and TV for millions of dollars, having fun. But again, I decided to stay on TikTok for a while and see how it goes. 12 weeks, I got 32,000 followers. I have classes on Saturdays all the time. You can play if you want some goodies. Let me know. It's up to you as well. Okay, this thing's going to fall off the table. They left it right on the edge. There we go. All right, so what do we do? Very simple. You can spend the day with Ray. What a concept. You've got me 6 days a week, okay, Monday through Friday, twice a day, and on Saturday with no excuses. Why would anybody be that silly to help people when they don't appreciate it most of the time anyway? Because I did my assignment that God gave me. That's why, not for you. I want to change the world. And nobody does what I do in the first place because they don't know how to play my way. If they did, I'd challenge the heck out of them. I like being, guys, knowing how to play the game to win. Help me let David or basically Lawrence win the contest. Right now, all right, David's winning. Let's see if Lawrence can just catch up. Let's see what happens today. We get to play the game to win. What do? Very simple. Recycle money and credit come Monday on the 16th. We're going to show you how to leverage money from the division process. And what do you get to do? Very simple. If you do this now, what's going to happen is we're going to show you how to get up to 47% of leverage in money. So here's the process today. Very simple. It's Monday the 16th. You're spending the whole day with Ray. That's me. This means very simple. It's $999. And what happens is it's 9 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going to teach you how to do something you've never learned before ever in your life. But again, it's a now. If you did it today, now, call the office and talk to one of the guys, you're going to get all the 18 books and CDs for free. Don't do it today. Don't worry about offering that tomorrow. It was to see if they win their contest today. The goal is to repackage yourself like repackaging you every step of the way. Add the pieces you're missing. That's the ultimate goal. If we take corporate credit and we want to do one thing, here's the problem with you. You're going to take money and finance your business and the American dream, being an entrepreneur. I'd rather have you not do that. I'd rather have you take the credit to finance the business. I'd like you to buy a lifetime income. Do it on your own. I'll help you do it as well. That lifetime income be using basically checkbook money or blueprint loan. What does it do? Very simple. It allows you to use borrow money. It's not taxable. That's a fourplex. It's a McDonald's. It's a laundromat. It's a car wash. It's a Wendy's restaurant. Something that's managed by a third party, by the way. If you want me to build you credit at any given time, we're going to use my credit dashboard. Understand what happens. I'm going to add you to one of my cards that are live cards. The card is going to come here. It's not going to go to you. What happens is very simple. I add you to my card. This gives me two choices, automatic what? All right, basically separate billing, or basically here we got basically utilization of the card. I want separate billing. I don't want basically authorized user. Got it so far? So if you allow me to add you to my history, usually the credit limits are real high. And that's kind of fun, even like Navy as well. So if you wanted 25,000 in credit, you take a picture. The office usually charges 10%. It's up to you as well. If you wanted 50,000 for you in the corporation, you do that as well. It's very simple if we did that today. The ultimate goal. From there, what do? It's basically if you wanted me to build it for you with a corporation too, in the division process. The guys can help you with that as well. The ultimate goal is learning to play. So you're going to be able to finance the American dream as you do the structures. That's what you want to do. The 100,000 is what should be for personal and business. I haven't offered this since last year, but I figured let's see if they can win the contest. Today, that 100,000 is usually about $8,000 each. If it was done today, it's 5. But I'm going to do 200, 100,000 for personal and business if it's done today. That's right, 200. All right, you and the corporation, it's up to you. But if it's not done today, don't worry, it won't be offered tomorrow. I'm seeing if I can help the guys win a contest. It's pretty simple, but it's up to you as well. It's a now situation. If I was you, I'd be calling 800-254-9506. The Reynolds University was my dream. It broke my heart when I had to find myself in a coma in 2009 after taking out my yacht in the backyard of a group of people. Someone had a virus, I got to die and come back. Someone stole my $3.7 billion. It sucks. I got to the point doing $1 million a day because it's half the fun. That building is one technology driver on Spectrum. My favorite building out of all the buildings. I was proud of myself. I'm also the one who helped coach Carlton Cheese, David Delgado, and rest all these people behind the scenes. I'm the coach's coach. Basically in Utah, Arizona, and basically Texas as well. But again, my life changed. I got my assets kicked. What am I going to do? Rebuild it again. See, I like goodies. You like goodies yet? Every Friday, I do an analyzation class for people. I teach them how they can get $1 million corporation if they want to, if they follow through. No guarantee, always basically based on the outlet and what you do for you, what you put into it. So, results will vary, of course. Here's my rules and tools. When I came out of coma, 14 people online pretended to be me. One of my attorneys, Robert, had to get rid of the people. They were ripping people off using my name. That's not fair. I'm going to have an agreement you are going to guarantee, and I'm going to guarantee back to you. It's in red ink, big bold red. As long as you don't jack up your cards, and as long as you don't basically apply during the program, you are in no violation. If you screw up my program and crash the rapid rescore, I charge you a fee or close your case. Is that fair? It's simple. There I am in the damn coma. What would you do when you hear everything around you and someone's stealing your life and your wife's freaking out? And the nurse asked her wife if you're a donor. Simple. I said, go back, go back. The machine went beepity beep again. That's what I did. So guess what we get to do? You have no excuses. I've been shot 3 times. I've been knifed 6 times. I moved 24 times by the time I'm 11 and a half years old with a lot of crappy people. There are no excuses. It's just get up and get up and get up, get up, and now, again and again. There are no excuses for any of us. We're lucky we got a day that God gave us today to actually learn to play. What do? It's only 13 feet. What the heck? Why made you jump? Today, you're going to change your driver's license, insurance registration to a mailbox, etc., a P.O. box or a basic storage unit or something. You're going to change the address, maybe shared office space, something. You do not want to tell people in a bumpy bump where you live. Keep your privacy to yourself. Do yourself a favor, protect your privacy and your assets today. Registered owner, car, insurance, P.O. box. I don't own the car, but I got the key. Is that okay? I got the key. Isn't that fun? Wee! I have a bad day. I just get in the car and turn on the engine. That is meditation to me. It sounds so good. But again, it's not my car. It belongs to a division. It's not my car. It belongs to a division. See, we get to play. Now, today it's pretty simple. We have people in coaching programs that want to talk every 4 weeks. That's the way I've scheduled to. Sometimes they want to talk in between the 4 weeks. See, it's like tomorrow. Here's my schedule. Here's the schedule tomorrow. In between the times I have here, I have a 10-minute call available at 12, 12:30, 1, and 1:30. So there's 4 calls available tomorrow. So there's 4 calls that will be available tomorrow for anybody who had a calling card. It's very simple. My calling card is for people with or without coaching. But again, if it's coaching or without coaching, you get 3 for $1,000, 6 for $17.99, and you get 12 for literally basically about $2,900. If you're in coaching, what happens is basically for about $1,000, you get 10 calls right away. So I have 4 openings tomorrow for 10 minutes. If you want to play, you let me know, but it's a now. If you don't do it today, it's okay, you blew it. See, I give opportunities all the time, and I change them all the time, too. 800-254-9506. I like that. The goal is going to analyze you. Then we look at rapid rescore. Let's go to watch. When I created rapid refresh and rapid rescore 49 years ago, it was fun with Ken Yorba and Harold Stokes. In a rapid rescore, you get your score goes up and away. If you do what you're told to do. If you do nothing, nothing happens. If you work the program, what happens is 750 score and above. A rapid rescore is about $500. They rebuild you and do what's analyzation for free if you do that today, but it's up to you. The goal is to find out how you want to play. Maybe it's $750. How about a $10,000 credit card? From there, what do we do? Analyzation, no problem as well. What's going to happen next? We're going to basically play and do a rapid rescore. See, the paralegals will help you for about 9 months for free. So the goal is, where do you start? We're not here going to repair you. We're going to rebuild you. But again, it's $1,000 to get 10 times your money back anyway. That's the ultimate goal, never to bring the pain home. You got to be CFO ready. That's the goal, CFO ready. Take your picture if you want to do that today, or call the paralegals, or call basically Lawrence and David right away, see who wins the contest. We'll find out who wins at the end of the day. See, you probably have an LLC, LLP, C Corp, nonprofit, PC, or what? An S or a C. Okay. Well, you probably don't have the cash reports. Why don't you let me set them up for you? I'll set up the experience judgment Equifax under tax ID. And if you want, I'll build you up to 10 times your investment anyway. That's what I've always done since I created the first $2.2 billion of structure when I was 26. Why not? We get to play the game and win. Do you want to play? You want to win yet? Let me know. I'm online 6 days a week. Have been for 50 years. Where have you been? I just want to change the world again and again. That's been my ultimate dream. A card, I can get you 99 more if you want. American Express offers all the time. How about we just get 10? The parent company, 1 card and 9 more. Is that okay? I like the 9 more, plus the parent company makes it 10. That actually could be up to $1 million of credit if you want to. Remember, Supreme Court. I like the Supreme Court. I studied Rich and Famous as a kid. I read books after book after book. And that's what I did. The Bitcoin should be a division, because I don't want you to use your taxable income, which most of you do. It's called a dumb. Crypto, stock trading, art, silver, gold, auto income. If we use the corporation division process, we can leverage money up to 47%, and we can write off no matter what we do, win or lose. Is that okay? But again, that's up to you. It depends. Things can vary. If you don't follow through, that's on you. We play. Well, Kelly's already gone for the day. They took her name off the other one, so we have David and Lawrence today. Who's going to win the contest? We're going to find out at the end of the day. All right, so recycle money and credit. So the bottom line is, on the 16th, next Monday, you could spend the whole day with Ray, which is me, from 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the afternoon online. I tell you to do it now, because I'm giving you the books and CDs today. But do yourself a favor. Your friends and family can sit next to you as well in the same living room watching the game, or watch me, because this is the game. We're going to win the game to play. It's $9.99 today. If you want books and CDs, they're free. And then 18 books and CDs if you did it now. If you don't do it, then you blew it. It's okay. So what do? I set up the division process in 1984. I came up with it in 1987. The dashboard allowed tax ID. See, a division has its own credit file if you wanted to, and that's what I like to do. So every division is about $1,000. They're not cheap. But here's 3 for $1,000. Here's 6. Here's 9. Here's 12. That's today during the live with me. If you don't do it now, then you call the office. A little higher price. Just be prepared for the price. It's in the link tree. Opportunity to play the game to win. Now, I like to rebuild you my way. What does this mean? Let's understand something. I'm going to rebuild you my way over here to 750. Is that okay? Then we're going to look at the corporation or entity. We're going to think about what? First of all, we'll think about spark cards. There's only 10 cards I like, the gold and blue and the greens. Okay. Capital One Spark shows up in personal and business. Understand what that means. We want it to a lot of times because it shows on both credit reports. It's the only card that does that, understand? So what do we do? If I get you the $100,000 Spark Green, how about the Two Sisters for 30? If I do it times 9, is that $1 million yet? What do you think? I think so. If I take the B of A 3 cards, the Wells Fargo 4. How about the Chase? I love Chase. Chase is great. Why? They have 16 cards up to 50,000 each. All right, with no interest up to 22 months. It's ridiculous. And also the personal cards as well. Why don't we build it for the corporate and the division process again and again? See, each division can have its own profit and P&L if you wanted to. But again, the American Express card, let's go get one. Let's get 9 more because we're allowed to. They want to give you 99 more. I don't want 99. I only want 10. But what do we do now? That's up to $5 million of credit, building foundation, build structure, and the dream. Well, the bank wants you to basically understand to your corporation division and checkbook money up to $150,000. It's right there. We could play the game, but various, what you do as well. So results always vary based on what you put into it. The 4 banks that I like, I call it checkbook money. You give me a checkbook and write a check to an escrow. There I am in control. I get to play the game. I get to win. Is that okay? So that would be the goal you'd want to play too, but it's up to you as well. So we want to play and win. Now, again, Ray's way of life. I just did it my way. I wanted books for dummies. It was already taken, so I called it the Millionaire's Founders Kit and the Blueprint of Success. And that's what we called it for over 50 years. Simple. If you want the books, they're on the link tree for $500 instead of $5,000. It's right there. It's the 12 books and CDs to build a foundation for the dream. If you did it today this way, you get basically save a little money on top of it for $299. But again, that's that way. You take your picture. If you want the real estate system, that's sold for $12,000 years ago because it has some step blocker. You see, when a chat a mortgage, how to buy real estate under the corporation division process. Remember, I coach Carlson Cheats people. They've got to rest all behind the scenes. This is basically the way to play the game even better than they did then. Well, what do? If you basically do it this way, you save it for $299. If you play the real estate, then we have the financial series. Don't forget that as well. Become the bank, buckets of money, tax balancing. That would be the ultimate goal to play. What do you think? Again, this way as well. If today you wanted all of them, because I want them to win the contest today. This is David and Lawrence. They're left to do the contest. This is the real estate system. This is the financial system. This is the blueprint of success. If it's done today, it is $499 for all series today. Again, it's full blueprint of 18 book CDs. If we did it today, closing the warehouse, what we're trying to do. What do we do here? Well, if you wanted all 3 of those series, it's $399. If you do it the top way, you do it in the bottom way, it's $499. You call the office. 800-254-9556. If you're doing nothing, what happens? Nothing happens at all. That would be the goal to play with it today. What do? We look at basically what we can accomplish. All I know is auto income makes sense. Division process allows us to finance the dream. Every division can have its own tax return if it wanted to, but I want it on the first tax return in the beginning because I wanted to have what? Checkbook money, blueprint money, and have the what? Compiled tax return, but it's up to you. But again, I'm not here to be safe an attorney, but I like you to have manage your company or manage in all your divisions and have all the pieces you want to protect your family and get a paycheck and offset your taxes with your house payment. Me, it makes sense that way. But again, it's going to be up to you. If I put $25,000 in an escrow, I can be part of a laundromat, car wash, or dry cleaners. I can get up to $3,200 a month, and it can vary. Again, depends what you put into it. 3 people plus me. Okay, that's 4 people. That's $100,000 as a down payment. Okay, let's do that. So what do we escrow? $50,000. That's $200,000 for a storage unit, 4-plex. Again, it can vary a little bit here and there, but it's up to you. Up to $5,600 a month. So you're not going to be rich. What you're going to be is an auto income. 4 people, 5 people plus me, $7,500. Again, or it can always vary. What do? I want a Wendy's restaurant, Ray. Okay, 9 of us and me, $100,000 each. We take it off the blueprint loan that American Express gives us, or we take it off checkbook money. You wrote a check from a line of credit I built you, and you put it into escrow. Now you have auto income, and basically up to what you want to do. If you do it 9 times, 10 times, what do you have to the corporation? There it is, up to $100,000 a month. Again, it will vary based on what you put into it. There's never a guarantee. I want to make sure we have that little loophole there as well. If you do what you're told, it's going to win, but it's up to you too. 1,013 divisions made sense to me. It's a lot of divisions because I like to play, and I like to play to win every step of the way. So again, the blueprint call today, if it's done today, it's 3,000 usually. It's 2,000 here if you did it now. If you call the guys in the office so they win the contract, that's $9.99 today. If you don't worry, you won't get it tomorrow for $9.99. What do? We get to play the game to win. Again, take a picture of coaching programs. We developed this today. Nick helped worked on this, so did Brandy too. 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 12 months. The goal is based on the credit, based on the structure, based on the cost. You can get a 3 months coaching for $4,000. Again, as you play this game to win, but it's up to you. I'd call your specialist like now. The ultimate goal is private coaching with me, Ray Reynolds, the Godfather. Credit. We play. We win. If you did the 3 months, the standard, this is $100,000 of personal or business credit, blueprint call, monthly call, 12-book CDs, and 3 divisions. The office usually does for about 10. I give it away for about 7. But again, it's in the link tree today, or you call the office right away. If we looked at 12 months of coaching, I'd like to give you $100,000 of personal and business credit because I should have both as a safety. The blueprint call, the 12 months of coaching every 4 weeks, division process, and the 18 books and CDs, and then the 3 divisions as well. What do? It's usually about $44,000. It's expensive. You can put $2,500 down and pay as you go. As I build your credit, you can pay for the balance as it goes as well, up and away. That's how it works today. We play. It's in the link tree as well. So I'd tell you flat out today, call the office 800-254-9506. But again, it's going to be up to you. What happens today? Simple. David and Lawrence are in a contest. Chris went home because he's got a boo-boo because he went snowboarding yesterday. George's birthday today. All right. I never got my birthday off. Oh, well, guess what can I say? What can I do? Let's see how David and Lawrence can win the game. Let's see who wins today. Look beyond that screen every day, that curtain. We do our best. We stay safe and strong. We do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. The bottom line today, I'd like to have you change your life. I'd like you to focus on the blueprint and let me do it for you, with you. I want to customize it for you. I don't want you bringing the pain home. Corporation division process. Again, paycheck should be what your write-off base is, and the house paying offset your taxes, in my opinion. If you do what you're told to do, you can get up to $100,000 plus a month if you want to. But again, it could vary based on what you put into it as well. So the bottom line today, I say basically what you do. Can I borrow it? What does that mean, borrow it? I have no idea what that means. Can I borrow it? Okay, the reality is basically I know Rosie and David's were trying to reach you. Brandy was trying to reach you. We had Jay basically went off to something else. So the bottom line is let's basically play the game to win. You're scrolling, you see what else is. So how do we get it out of our name? Well, it depends what it is. If it's a car or a house, whatever you're doing. House should always be a one person in escrow and always put an irrevocable trust. There's different ways to get the car. You should be buying at fleet price anyway. The car should have been bought fleet price, tax ID division process. But again, it's how you want to play the game. Okay, this is Richard. How you doing, Richard? Here's the client as well. Okay, basically from there, welcome for the streaming, no problem at all. Our goal is to help people and have them play the game to win. All right, if you have your Lamborghini, I don't have a Lamborghini. Never had a Lamborghini in my life, Rosie. Okay, simple. 21 cars in the car collection would purchase through a division process. I would never put a car in my name. I call that dumb. Never in my life would I put a damn car in my name. You drive down this freeway, you drive into the Sam's Club, whatever, they bump your car, they're going to sue you. That makes no damn sense. You don't have to put it in your name because you never had to buy it in your name in the first place. It's a division process. The goal is how to play the game. But let's look at things that make more sense about the car you drive today. There's ways to actually get it through that process as well. So today, Rosie, I'd say call David right away. We're answering questions back and forth. Let's get into that coaching program now. So we're going to do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that. Never forget the end of the day. God loves us all.